us see today what is Riemann sum. So usually integration helps us to find the area under the curve, right? We all know integration. This is x-axis, y-axis. This is my curve. Y is equal to f of x. I consider the interval a to b. Okay. Integration helps us to find the area under the curve. How do we find area under the curve? So we draw small rectangles. Okay, the rectangles. See, smaller rectangles. Find the area of each rectangle, and hence sum the answer. We will get the approximate answer, approximate area under the curve, right? Approximate area under the curve. Consider the width of each rectangle as delta x. Okay, the width of each rectangle is delta x. So what is delta x then? It is b minus a whole divided by the number of intervals. B minus a whole divided by the number of intervals. If we have 6 rectangles, that is b minus a divided by 6. Okay. Let this x a be x naught, b be xn. So hence this is x1, this is x2, etc. So x naught is a. Hence x1 is, what is x1? This line is x1. x1, this is with this delta x, and it is a. So x1 is equal to a plus delta x. x2 is equal to a plus 2 times of delta x. Similarly, okay. So x2 equal to a plus 2 times of delta x. Hence in general, xi is equal to a plus I into delta x. Okay. So you know what is delta x and what is xi. So delta x is b minus a by the number of intervals. This is the curve, y is equal to f of x, and integration help us to find the area under the curve, which gives the approximate area under the curve. Okay. And in case if you want to get better approximation, you must have more number of rectangles. If you have more number of rectangles, then you will have better approximation. The area will be a better one if you have more number of rectangles. Okay. So if you find f of x naught, f of x1, f of x2, in general f of xi into sum of all f of xi into delta x, where I takes values from 1 to n, right? And the sum is called Riemann sum. If you may listen here, the sum is Riemann sum, f of xi into delta x. Okay. F of x gives the length of the rectangle at x equal to x naught, length of the rectangle at x equal to x1, etc. Okay. If you find the sum of this one, this is Riemann sum. The sum is Riemann sum, okay, which is denoted by r suffix n, Riemann sum. I already told you that if the number of rectangles is more, then we get better approximation, right? The area under the curve, the area will be better than having few rectangles in the region. Okay. So when n is large, when the number of intervals is large, when limit n tends to infinity, summation f of xi into delta x, where I takes values from 1 to n, which gives the answer area under the curve from a to b, right? Area under the curve from a to b, integral a to b f of x dx. Okay. So using Riemann sum, we are evaluating, we can evaluate the integral. Let us see the statement of theorem. If f is integrable on the closed interval a comma b, then integral a to b f of x dx is limit n approaches infinity, I from 1 to summation I from 1 to n f of xi into delta x, where delta x equal to b minus a by n, and I already explained everything. xi is equal to a plus I into delta x. The sum, this part, which is called Riemann sum. Sometimes question may be evaluate the integral using Riemann sum. Sometimes question may be find Riemann sum. If they ask us to find Riemann sum, it is enough to find this one. If they ask us to evaluate the integral, then we must use this. Okay. Let us see, in order to do problem, you must know all these. What is summation n? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to n, summation n, right? And which is n takes value 1, 2, 3, etc. n, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. 1 square plus 2 square plus etc. plus n square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus etc. n cube is n into n plus 1 by 2 the whole square. Okay. So if you know this, you can do the problem. Let us do problem. It is not question, simply find Riemann sum. Evaluate the integral using Riemann sum. Integral 0 to 3 x square minus 2x dx. Let us see, the question is integral 0 to 3 x square minus 2x into dx. So evaluate this using Riemann sum is the question. This is our f of x, this is a, this is b, right? So we can find delta x, which is b minus a by n, 3 minus 0 by n is not given, so keep as it is n. Number of intervals, the interval is 0 to 3, how it is divided is not given. Okay. If they say the number of interval is 6, then it is 3 by 6. So we will have 1 by 2 as delta x. So delta x is 3 by n here, and we know xi is a plus I into delta x, right? Xi is equal to a plus I into delta x. Riemann sum is summation f of xi into delta x, where I from 1 to n. But question is here evaluate, right? So we must consider n to be infinity, which is equal to integral a to b f of x dx. Okay, it is integral 0 to 3 x square minus 2x dx is equal to limit n tends to infinity, summation I from 1 to n. Xi is a plus I in delta x. Delta x is 3 by n and a is 0. A is 0, delta x is 3 by n, so it is 3i by n. 3i by n is xi. F of xi 3i by n and delta x is 3 by n. Summation is only for I, so you can take this 3 by n here. Limit n tends to infinity, it is 3 by n, f of 3i, right? Summation I from 1 to n, f of x. Our f of x is x square minus 2x. Our f of x is, in place of x I have 3i, okay? So 3i by n the whole square minus 2 into 3i by n. Listen here. What is f of xi? F of x is x square minus 2x. F of x, in place of x I have 3i by n. So I have substituted 3i by n whole square minus 2 into 3i by n. Okay. Now let us simplify this, which is limit n tends to infinity, 3 by n and summation I from 1 to n, it is 9i square by n square minus summation I from 1 to n, 6i by n, where 3 by n is common to them, right? 3 by n is common to them. Summation is only for I. You can take 9 by n square outside, which is limit n approaches infinity. 1 second. Three by n, right? 9 by n square into summation I square, I from 1 to n, 6 by n into summation I from 1 to n, I. Just now I said, right, if you know summation n square formula, summation n formula, in place of n I have I, summation I square and summation I, okay, which is limit n approaches infinity, 9 by n square into summation n square is, see, it is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc., which is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 minus 6 by n into 1 plus 2 plus, right, summation I is 1 plus 2 plus up to n, which is n into n plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So it is limit n approaches infinity. Listen here, 3 by n square, right? I multiply this 3 by n inside. It is 27 by n cube, right? 27 by n cube. In order to substitute infinity limit, all n must be in the denominator, so that 1 by infinity will become 0. These two n's are in denominator. We have to get all n in denominator. In order to get n in denominator, I take this n outside. I take this n outside. So see, it is n cube into 1 plus 1 by n, 2 plus 1 by n, whole divided by 6. See, I have taken this n outside, so it becomes n square into 1 plus 1 by n. If I take n outside, 2 plus 1 by n, so it becomes n cube. N cube and n cube get cancelled, okay? So now the n's are in denominator where the limit is ready to substitute. You can readily substitute the limit. Let us multiply 3 by n here minus limit n approaches infinity. 3 into 6, 18 by n square. 3 into 6, 18 by n square into, I have to take n outside, so it becomes n square. N square into 1 plus 1 by n by 2. Since I need n in the denominator, to substitute infinity limit, 1 by infinity becomes 0, right? That's why I have taken n outside. If I take n outside, there is n already outside, n square. They get cancelled. Now you look at all n's, they are in denominator. Now 1 by infinity is 0. See, 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Similarly, 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. It is 2 by 6 into 27, right? 2 by 6 into 27. Similarly, when I substitute infinity limit here, 1 by infinity is 0. It is 18 by 2. 18 by 2. It is 2 3 times, 3 9 times, 2 9 times. So 9 minus 9, which is 0. The value of the integral is 0. So what does it show if the answer is 0? If the answer is 0, the algebraic sum of this area is 0. That's all. The algebraic sum of the area is 0. Okay. Which complete this problem. We shall do another problem of Raymond's sum. Okay. Here the question is not evaluate. Okay. It is find Raymond's sum for the function. Evaluate Raymond's sum. It's not evaluate integral. Simply evaluate Raymond's sum for the function f of x equal to x cube minus 6x. It's not question evaluate the integral, okay? So evaluate Raymond's sum. That is find Raymond's sum is the question. Okay? And it is given a is 0, b is 3, n is 6. All given. So very simple, right? Delta x is b minus a by n. So 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Then xi is equal to a plus I into delta x. A is 0, delta x is 1 by 2, so which is I by 2. It is x equal to I by 2, right? Delta x is 1 by 2. So xi is I by 2. So what is Raymond's sum? Rn is equal to summation I from 1 to n f of xi into delta x. Here n is 6. N is 6. F of xi is f of I by 2. F of I by 2. Delta x is 1 by 2. You can take this 1 by 2 outside. Summation I from 1 to 6. I from 1 to x. F of I by 2. F of x is x cube minus 6x. Okay. F of x is x cube minus 6x. And we have to find f of I by 2. When I is 1, I remove summation here. See. Being it is not n. It is not simple. In the last problem, n was as it is n. Because number of intervals was not given. But here number of intervals is given. So we cannot use that formula 1 square plus 2 square plus up to n square or 1 plus 2 plus up to n, right? We cannot use that formula. Being limit is here, it is finite. Here 1 to 6, it is finite. So it is very easy to do, okay? Put I is equal to 1. Put I is equal to 1, it is f of 1 by 2. Put I is equal to 2, it is f of 1. Put I is equal to 3, it is f of 3 by 2. Put I is equal to 4, f of 2. Put I is equal to 5, f of 2.5. Put I is equal to 6, f of 3. F of x is given. Put x equal to 1 by 2, 1, 1.5. See, I have done here. When you substitute x equal to 1 by 2, that is 0.5 in f of x. In f of x, the answer, use calculator and check, okay? This is the answer. The sum of all which gives answer, here Riemann sum is negative, okay? Riemann sum is, that is we have area and below x-axis. When the answer is negative, we have maximum area or even area below x-axis, okay? So which complete this Riemann sum.